Oh, we're recording. So question 6 on January 2012, core 1. A nice standard differentiate this thing, but can you see loads of marks? So it's 7 marks, so almost 10% of the paper just on this. F of x is 4 over x minus 3x plus 2. Now our first instinct with this is to actually rewrite the equation so it's a bit easier to work with. Because we're used to differentiating stuff where we all get it on one line. So we're going to write this, before we do anything else at all, as being 4x to the minus 1 minus 3x plus 2. And that's the first step. Just while I remember it, I want to ask you another question. If this hadn't said that, if this had said 1 over 4x, how would we have written 1 over 4x to prepare it to differentiate?
1 over 4x to the minus 1.
1 over 4 and then
x
to the minus 1. That's it, isn't it? That is 1 over 4 x to the minus 1. Okay. I just wanted to remind you of that because the number of people who take 1 over 4x and write it as 4x to the minus 1 and have instantly gone off in the wrong direction with it. It's important that we notice the difference between that and that, so that when we write on one line to differentiate, we get that difference. Sorry, that was just a little aside on that. Right, we're now ready to differentiate it. We do it one term at a time. So f dashed x means the thing that you get when you differentiate it with respect to x. 4x to the minus 1, what's that going to give us? Minus 3x. Minus 3. And what's going to happen to the plus 2? It's going to give us 0, so we're going to stop there. And that's enough. If we really, really want to, we could write minus 4 over x squared minus 3, but we don't need to. It's fine looking like that. That's pretty good 3 marks, isn't it? Part 2 wants us to differentiate it again, because it says find f double dashed of a half. So it wants us to differentiate it again and then evaluate it when x equals a half. So for part 2 we are going to do a second derivative. What do we get if we differentiate minus 4x to minus 2? 8x to the minus 3. The minus 4 times the minus 2 goes plus 8, x to the minus 3. And this time the minus 3 is going to differentiate to 0, so we're there with f double dashed x. The question said evaluate it when x equals a half. So this is 8 times a half to the minus 3. And it's a bit weird, 2 questions ago, question 4 on this paper, we did some of this kind of evaluating stuff, but it comes back round again with another very similar kind of question. We're going to take it one step at a time. The minus sign in the power. Remember, the power only applies to the thing in the brackets, not to the 8. So the minus sign means we need the reciprocal of it, and the 3 means we need to cube it. So this is 8 times 2 cubed. So we've got 8 times 8. So we've got 64 as our value of that. Okay, and that's it. That was another 4 marks. Isn't that brilliant?